Ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 2 here this evening. One fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first from the heart of mid-America, weighing 225 pounds, the Patriot. His opponent tonight, from Point Barrow, Alaska, weighing 250 pounds, the Alaskan, Jay York.
Jay York is a powerful individual, one half of a very well-known tag team combination. His brother, Mike York, is the other. However, it's always interesting when a tag team is broken up. And in this case, we will see how he shapes up against the youngster, the Patriot. The Patriot, for reasons best known to himself, prefers to wear the mask. But whoever he is young and capable, an exciting young wrestler. Now, York shows wrestling ability and applies what is known as a Japanese arm stretch. He puts one foot against the side of the head, the other under the armpit, and then pulls hard at the wrist. It's up to the Patriot to try and escape the hold. Difficult task indeed. Now the Alaskan applies the pressure, and there's a good shot by our cameraman. And although the Alaskan, there was a nice counter by the Patriot, who performed the counter so fast he took many of us by surprise. I was going to say that the Alaskan, who moved out of that nicely to counter and to lose again. Both of these men showing a lot of wrestling sense, applying holds well and counter holds. Jay North, the Alaskan, is a young man, even though Jay York, or even though he has that receding hairline. Now this is a lean back toe hold. A punishing hold where pressure is mostly applied at the ankle. But the Patriot tried to counter, but again he is held firmly by York in a hammerlock, a reverse hammerlock. Fans look on because they know that whatever wrestling they are watching now could be the calm before the storm. And the storm, of course, will come about in that cage bout when the Sheik and Tiger Jeet Singh go at it. As the United States heavyweight champion, the Sheik is the target of most big names that move in to appear for Canadian big-time wrestling. Step over toe hold applied by the Patriot, who countered nicely to get out of the hold he was trapped in. More good wrestling and a key lock applied by the Alaskan. I mention the names of these holds because many of our wrestling fans are familiar with them. And for the sake of those who are not familiar with a hold, I think it's worth mentioning. Now in amateur wrestling, a count of one would be sufficient to pin a man, but in professional wrestling, the count of three is necessary. We have many young wrestlers today wearing a mask. Many of the graduates of the amateur ranks were accustomed to wearing some protection for their ears. Perhaps that may have a lot to do with it. The referee is down to catch the shoulder of the Patriot, who again counters nicely. I want to remind wrestling fans that you are also going to watch on this program the appearance of the Puffers, Angelo and Lanny, defending their World Tag Team crown. Now, when I mention a title at any time, it is sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance, which has its headquarters in St. Louis. President is a Mr. Sam Muchnick. Well, the Alaskan reaches up to grab the mask of the Patriot, but that, of course, isn't cricket, and he is blocked by the official. Those are a lot of things in professional wrestling that couldn't be considered sporting, such as dodging under the ropes like that to escape a hold. The fans look with a great deal of interest, varied expressions around the ringside as they watch the Patriot get hammered by a couple of dandies. And the tempo picks up as the Alaskan tries a different hold. He claims the Patriot in an unusual manner. And that was an unusual way to escape. But all's fair in love and war, and the Patriot now starts to roll. Nice flying tackle by the Patriot, and oh, he is caught. Oh, what a block. 1, 2, and 3. And one-arm block, familiar to similar moves on the football field, which are considered illegal, but evidently he got away with it. Now we're going to get the official result from Bob Finnegan.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 6 minutes, 35 seconds, the winner of the fall of the match, Jay York, the Alaskan.
The Alaskan is an unpopular winner. Nevertheless, the move that he made was a devastating one, and I'm sure the Patriot will feel that for a while.